If you are looking for a more pocketable Galaxy phone, your options are the Galaxy S26 or the Galaxy Z Flip8. They are both relatively light. The S26 is only 167 grams, while the Z Flip8 is around 180 grams. The main thing that makes the Z Flip8 a compact phone is its small cover display of only 4.1 inches. By default, you only have access to a selected number of applications on the cover screen, but you can unlock other things using Samsung official Good Luck app. Of course, you can also flip the phone open and have access to the larger inner screen. When unfolded, the Z Flip 8 has a 6.9-inch display, while the S26 has a 6.3-inch display. The S26 definitely has smaller bezels compared to the inner screen of the Galaxy Z Flip, but I personally don't really mind that. Samsung has also done its best to reduce the crease, and unless you put the phone under direct light, you won't notice it much. The S26 has the classic under-display fingerprint scanner, while on the Flip, the power button acts as one. The taller form factor of the Flip especially makes it a good option for doom scrolling and reading articles, as you get more screen real estate. There are also other merits to having a flip screen. For example, you can use your phone like a handycam to take videos, or you can use the cover screen to take selfies with the main camera, which is super useful if you ask me. To do that, you only need to press the cover screen activation button in the camera app, and then the cover screen will turn into a viewfinder. When it comes to design, the S26 has the new design language of Galaxy phones, while the Flip has the classic design without a bump around the camera section. I personally prefer the cleaner look of the Flip, and I also really dig the pink version. I wish the base S26 had more interesting color choices. The Galaxy Z Flip 8 is a beautiful phone, but it definitely needs proper protection, and this is the Subcase UB Grip, the sponsor of today's video. It combines 4 accessories in one: a rugged protective case, a tempered glass screen protector, MagSafe compatibility, and a built-in metal kickstand. The kickstand is integrated directly into the hinge and holds the phone horizontally at a comfortable degree angle, making it perfect for videos, calls, or following a recipe. Inside, powerful N52 magnets provide up to 1,500 grams of holding force, so it works securely with magnetic chargers, wallets, and a car mount. You also get military-grade drop protection, reinforced airbag corners, and an auto-locking hinge cover to protect one of the most vulnerable parts of the phone. Check the link in the description to learn more about the Subcase UB Grip. The Galaxy S26 has a triple camera setup, while the Galaxy Z Flip 8 only has 2. Both phones have a 50 megapixel f1.8 main camera. For reference, this is Maria, and video is shot on a Sony full-frame camera. Both produce similar colors too, especially since they are using the same Exynos chipset. The camera sensors are rather small though, so you don't get much bokeh. Of course, you can use portrait mode to fix that, and as you can see in this picture, the Z Flip 8 is doing a much better job with Maria's hair. My guess is that the new One UI 9 has better processing. For the ultra-wide camera, they have a similar 12 megapixel sensor. That said, looking at this picture, the Galaxy S26 is definitely overexposing the image, especially the background, while the Flip has much better overall processing. The Z Flip 8 lacks a telephoto camera, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. Looking at these 3x zoom pictures, I dare say the Z Flip 8 is doing a better job here compared to the base S26, since the S26 telephoto camera is rather weak, with a low megapixel count and a small sensor. For video with the main lens, they are quite similar since they have the same camera and the same processor, and it doesn't seem Samsung has made many tweaks in the software department either. When it comes to selfies, they are more or less the same, and neither is particularly wide or has amazing quality. But as I mentioned before, the power of the Flip and Fold is being able to use the cover screen as a viewfinder. Doing that lets you use both the wide and ultra-wide cameras as selfie cameras, and gets much better quality, as you can see here. When it comes to the chipset, both of them, at least in my region, are sporting the Exynos 2600. The Exynos 2600 is slightly weaker than its Snapdragon counterpart, but at least in my test, it doesn't suffer from the same battery and heat problems as previous generations. That's it. The Flip naturally gets hotter since all the phone's internals are in one half of the device, so keep that in mind if you live in a warmer climate. Battery-wise, they should also perform similarly, as they both have a 4300 mAh battery. One other thing to keep in mind is that the S26 also has better durability and a better IP rating, and you will be less nervous about dropping it. That's why I personally prefer it over the Flip. On the flip side, the Flip will turn a few heads when you use it, and I also really love having a smaller screen when I want to make a quick call, answer a couple of messages, or check the time or calendar. Another interesting option that you can aim for is the Galaxy Z Fold8. It has a new form factor this year, and it is quite similar to Flip but has even a bigger screen inside. If you want to see how the Galaxy Z Fold compares to the Galaxy Z Fold Ultra, you can watch this video next. Thanks for tuning in to Tecmo, and I will see you in the next one.